Hey third graders, this is Miss McCormick. We're going to be working on your story Around One Cactus, or in some of the Reading Street books it's the Volcanoes story. So I wanted to have a summary card here as to what we're going to be dealing with. We've got several different syllable types. We're going to have closed syllables, a consonant LE. I just put a dash there because it could be lots of different consonants. So consonant LE, or it can be open syllables. We're going to review those syllables first. Also, the main pattern for your words is dealing with silent consonant patterns. Now I put blends on there, then I erased it because they're not considered blends. Blends have two separate sounds. Because one of the letters is silent, it's not considered a blend, it's just considered a pattern. So I wanted to review some of the syllable types first. So here's a reminder card for open and closed syllables. So just in case y'all haven't seen this before, or you're new to the school and you haven't seen these videos before, an open syllable is a single vowel at the end of a syllable. A syllable is part of a word. This doorway is going to help us remember the words open and closed. So a single vowel, that means a vowel by itself, not with another vowel and not with a consonant R after it. Single vowels love to run. So the vowel can open the door and go a long way. And so we put the long mark over it. The long mark tells us, he says his name. O, G-O, go. That's considered an open syllable. There's nothing after the single vowel. So it's the long sound, and it says its name, O. Here's an example of a closed syllable, a single short vowel followed by one or more consonants. It's short. Here's why. It's that vowel, it's not with another vowel, and it's not followed by an R. He loves to run. Uh-oh, he bumped into the T. So that door stays closed. He bumped into the T and could only go a short way, so we put the short mark, which looks like a smiley face, over it. The short sound for that letter is ah. G-ah-t, got. That's a closed syllable because he bumps into a consonant right after him in that syllable. A consonant LE syllable type is, and we'll write it on here, let's say it's a KLE. Okay, I didn't put it in the boxes because this is just an example of the syllable type. So a consonant LE. Imagine that the L kicks the E and he spins around and he lands right in between the consonant and the L. It doesn't say, this E at the end doesn't say anything. Just imagine he spun around and landed upside down. An upside down E says like a U sound, Okay, so this syllable would say k-ul, cull, like wrinkle, and you'll have that word in your list, cull. Okay. You will see several consonant LE words. You only have one in your list for today, but it's important to know about those because they are pronounced in a unique way because the sound comes in front of the L. Now we need to look at this card. Our silent consonant patterns, they usually occur either at the initial, that means at the beginning of a word, or in the final position. Final means at the end of the word. So if I have a dash, that means there's something else that came in front of it, and these silent consonant patterns are at the end of the word. So we've got KN says the N, WR says R, GN says N, SC, says the S sound. The GN at the end of the word says N, the BT at the end of the word says T, and the MB at the end of the word says Your words today are going to have the MB at the end of the word, the WR at the beginning of the word, the KN at the beginning of the word, and the GN either at the beginning or the end of the word. So we have the MB, the WR, the KN, and both GNs. Let's get started. Our first word is going to be thumb. I hit my thumb. Let's sound it out. The first sound is th. My tongue is out, my voice is off. It's a TH. It makes one sound, so it goes in one box. That's called a digraph. Two letters that make a new sound. The next sound is it's the U, and in this word, MB at the end of the word to represent the sound. It makes one sound, so it goes in one box. Thumb. The next word is climb. I will climb the hill. K, I, K. And this word starts with a C. I. So long sound. MB at the end of the word. Now let's look at our syllable types. One vowel followed by one or more consonants is closed. The vowel is short. Thumb. One vowel followed by one or more consonants, it should be short. But we don't say clim, we say climb. It's the long I. I've looked this word up in multiple different sources and cannot figure out why the I says its long version, even though that is a closed syllable. It must be due to its word origin, a different language where this word came from, but I could not find an explanation for it. So this one's going to have to be a heart word. You're just going to have to remember that's a long I. Just learn it by heart. The next word is crumb. Sound it out. K, K, Closed syllable, the vowel is short. The next word is lamb. I petted the baby lamb. The first sound is magic C, up and touch, down and bump. Is the MB. Okay, that's all of our words that have the MB silent consonant pattern. The next silent consonant pattern we're going to do is the WR at the beginning of the word. WR is going to say the R sound. So the W and the R are going to go in one box. R. The first word we'll do is written. Written. I have finished my written work. R, I, T, E, N. R is the WR. I, T, E, N. Written. Now, this is a short I sound, and when we say our syllable, ri, that's the end of the syllable, and tin is the next syllable. Well, if we look at it, ri, that's an open syllable. Remember, the single vowel at the end of the syllable can go a long way, but that's not a long sound. So we need to turn that into a closed syllable so that that vowel stays short. So what we have to do is double the T in the middle of the word. Here's my syllable break. I'll put a big dot right there, so you know that that's where we split it up. So now look at it. That's a closed syllable. One vowel followed by one or more consonants in the syllable. We do not say writ-ten. It doesn't make two separate sounds. That's why it's written in one box. It only says one sound. We say ri and then ten. But we spell it, the syllable is spelled W-R-I-T. The second syllable is spelled T-E-N. This is a closed syllable. It is short. Written. The next word is wrist. I hurt my wrist. Let's sound out wrist. R-I-S-T. Is the W-R. I-S-T. Closed syllable. One vowel followed by one or more consonants. It is closed. The vowel is short. I. Wrist. The next word is wrench. My dad needed the wrench to fix the plumbing. R-I-N-C-H. Is the W-R. The short E sound. My tongue is up, my lips are open. It's the N. And ch. You could spell ch with just the CH, or you could spell ch with TCH. Let me tell you when this happens. TCH represents the ch sound immediately following a single short vowel. We have a single short vowel, but ch is over here. We have an N in the middle. TCH only follows a vowel. So we can't use the TCH for this word because there's an N between the vowel and the ch sound. So ch is spelled with a CH. Wrench. Wrench. The next word is wrinkle. There's a couple of different things happening in this word. Wrinkle. R-I-N-K-L. You hear that L? That is our consonant LE syllable type. Alright. R, we know that's the W-R. I. Say the sound. My tongue is squished up in the back. I'm making the sound through my nose. If you touch your nose is going to vibrate. That's the NG sound. Let me put that in here. NG sound. It is spelled with the N. The reason why the N says the NG sound is because of the next sound. K, K, spelled with a K. If I say wrinkle, it sounds weird. It's hard to say. If I put the N sound where it's supposed to be, my tongue up behind my front teeth, wrinkle, it's hard to say because the next sound is made in the back of my throat. This NG happens for NG sounds and NK sounds because those letters are made in the back of the throat. So it's just easier to say and then slide right in and pop the K sound. It's spelled with an N, but it sounds like an NG, like ring, king, sing. And then the last sound is ul. That is the LE syllable type. Imagine the E doesn't say anything. It's a silent E. The L kicks it. It slides around in front, and it lands upside down in front of the L, which is the That is all in one box because it technically makes two sounds, but the is as a result of that syllable type. The syllable break is right here when you write it out because that has to be short, so it needs to be a closed syllable. Here's my closed consonant. Ring, cull. Alright, I'm going to stop the video for now and we'll do part 2.